What's going on, guys? Venomousfatman here, and I got a brand new OTGT for you. This time I'm talking about Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors 2 for the Nintendo DS. Now, I was a little skeptical about this game because, obviously some of the better DBZ games have been 2D. Budokai, the original games in 3D were pretty awesome, but they still had a 2D element to it. And now a lot of the DBZ games have been going 3D, the Tenkaichi route. So I was kind of skeptical to see, this kind of take going back to the original 2D style. I was hopeful it was going to be good. So when I actually tried it, I was actually pleased at what I saw. This is the first time when I really kind of felt the kind of intensity of what Dragon Ball Z fighting is like on a 2D playing field, or pretty much in a 2D style of fighter. On the Nintendo DS, it's really cool. Obviously, they have, the top screen in which you start your fighting, which you pretty much pay attention to the entire fight. And the bottom screen, you have you, your main character, or whatever, or your team of characters that you have alongside of you. I believe you could have up to about 3, if I'm correct. What you could do is that on the bottom screen while you're fighting and actually, going at it against your opponent, you could touch a specific button on the touchscreen, and what happens is you and one of your partners or one of your teammates will actually do this joint attack and attack your partner, which I always thought was pretty cool while I was messing around with it, because there's a lot of, obviously, dual fighting that goes on in Dragon Ball Z, because it gets pretty crazy at some point, so it's kind of cool to kind of throw that into there. It's not, I don't want to say, it's not anything kind of like how maybe like Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 or Budokai Tenkaichi is. It's a little bit much more balanced, and it kind of makes much more sense in the way that things happen and stuff. The game has a story mode. It has obviously the standard DBZ storyline, with a whole bunch of characters, but it also has a bunch of what if stories, scenarios. Depending on how you do on the fights during the story mode, you get this little map, and you have these different branches that go off to different sections, different maps, and different fights. Some of the what if stories, put certain characters that would have never met in the original storylines, see if those two would actually win in a fight. Some of them are not as good as, let's say, Tenkaichi Tag, or not Tenkaichi Tag, I forgot which one it was, but not as good. There was one Tenkaichi game, or one of the DBZ games that allowed you to have Super Saiyan 3 Broly against Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which I always thought was pretty cool. They don't have it in this game, at least from what I've seen so far, but it's still nice and cool to get kind of like these what-if story scenarios, because it adds a different flavor, because everybody knows the DBZ storylines for the most part, if you've moderately even seen the series. So, obviously there's multiplayer. There's also, standard arcade mode. The multiplayer is okay. I had a little bit of lag when I was playing with the Nintendo DS, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, but it was playable so far. Arcade mode is pretty standard. You have a couple little extras and stuff here and there that I'm not going to spoil, but if you play through all the story mode, you get all the characters, you play through arcade mode, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's like pretty much standard in almost every DBZ game. If you play them all, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But bottom line is this: I enjoy it. I think it's a really good game, especially for the Nintendo DS. It's one of the very few good DBZ games, because there's been a lot of shuffleware, all over the place as far as DBZ games are concerned. But this one's pretty decent. I enjoyed it. I recommend that if you're a DBZ fan, pick it up. If you're not a fan of the series, or if you never really actually checked out the series, maybe this one might not be for you. You could give it a try and actually see how you like it. But you don't have to get up off your seat and go and buy it. But this one is more for the fans. So anyway, that's my opinion on the whole thing. Leave your comments and video responses, guys. I don't mind. Just keep it civil. Let me know what you guys think of this game. If you guys enjoy it, if you guys hate it, if you guys want a better one, if you guys are looking forward to any other DBZ games, put it in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. I'm out. I'm Venomousfatman. This has been Only the Goddamn Truth. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, guys. Talk to you guys again soon.